What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to MKE MANIACI. And today we're going to talk about Randy Orton and this update, major update regarding his WrestleMania 41 status, as well as my predictions on how WWE can combat this situation right now, man. So last night on SmackDown, a major announcement was made from Nick Aldis and Kevin Owens, which I thought was a work at first. At first, I'm thinking, okay, this is typical heel tactics. Kevin Owens doesn't want to get in the ring with Randy Orton at WrestleMania. We've seen this play a lot of times before in the WWE, but no, this was very serious. Kevin Owens has been dealing with a very serious neck injury and does have to go away to get surgery, man. And, as a fan, a huge fan of Kevin Owens, I definitely just want to say, man, wishing him the best in surgery and a speedy recovery, and hopefully we can get him back in the ring a lot sooner than later, man. But please heal and rest up Kevin Owens, man. So now, with that being said, this left Randy Orton without a match at WrestleMania 41. He was planning to go one-on-one with Kevin Owens, which was going to be a banger of a match, but it's not happening. As of right now, April 5th, 2025 at 2:52 p.m., Randy Orton does not have a WrestleMania 41 opponent. So I got in my notes last night and I started thinking, what can we do? What can WWE do? If I can put my creative hat on a little bit. So I came up with 10 ideas for Randy Orton at WrestleMania 41. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. And if you guys have any other ideas besides these, comment them down below, man. Because Randy Orton, we got to get something going for Randy. So the first idea that I had is for him to be added to John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Now, there's already a triple threat match on the card. There's already a triple threat match. We got Roman, Seth, and CM Punk. And it's also probably looking like Bianca, Io, and Rhea are going to be a triple threat match at Mania. And I just feel like 3 triple threat matches might just be overkill, but this one would make sense. The segment last week, Randy Orton kind of teased it with Cody Rhodes that he wants that WWE title. Backlash is going to be in St. Louis following Mania. This wouldn't be a bad time to insert Orton in this feud. The history that Orton has with Cena dating back 20 years, Orton and Rhodes and their days in Legacy, man, a ton of history in this match. This would make a lot of sense, and a lot of fans would not be against this. Orton would definitely add an interesting element to this match, man. But that's one idea, is adding him to Cody Rhodes versus John Cena and making it a triple threat match. Next up, this one might be probably not the popular option, but make Randy Orton a special guest referee for John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Now, I love to see Randy Orton compete at WrestleMania rather than be a special guest referee. But again, maybe 2 or 3 triple threat matches on one WrestleMania card may be a little overkill, but they could probably do this. And again, the history that Orton has with Cena and Cody Rhodes. So that's option number 2, is making him a special guest referee for Cena versus Rhodes. Option number 3, Alistair Black. Now, Alistair Black, these vignettes that's being shown, I've seen that, the rumor going on. I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but his contract with AEW is expired. He's a free agent. I saw Rusev recently re-signed back with the WWE. It's looking like Alistair Black is on his way back as well. And I think they were initially saving his return for the first SmackDown after WrestleMania. We can move that up a little bit. Man. So I think this would be a great feud for Randy Orton. And it doesn't even need to end at WrestleMania. Owens is going to be gone for a while. You can literally have Orton and Alistair Black go at it, which would be an insane feud. And it also put Alistair in a prime main event position on the roster in the months ahead. So that's the third option, Randy Orton versus Alistair Black at WrestleMania. Option number 4, this one might not be in the court of public opinion, a popular one either, but Solo Sakoa versus Randy Orton. Now listen, we've been down this road. I get it. We've seen these two interact with each other a lot this past year. But with Jacob Fatu earning a United States Championship match at WrestleMania against LA Knight, where does this leave Solo Sikoa? Now, initially, I did think they were going to go the route that, like on Raw, it's looking like Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio versus Penta in a fatal four-way. Maybe they were going to go the route of LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu versus Tama Tonga versus Solo in a fatal four-way. So both of the mid-card titles have fatal four-ways. Again, it could be overkill. Who knows? But as of right now, it's just LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu, and Jacob deserves it. But Solo Sikoa has had a great year himself. Being inserted, being the Timu Tribal Chief, whatever you want to call him, his feud with Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. He main evented SummerSlam, the stuff at War Games. Solo definitely deserves a match on the WrestleMania card. And as of right now, there's no place for Solo Sikoa on the card. So you could probably work in Randy versus Solo. Could run it back. Next option. The man who received an RKO last night from Randy Orton, Nick Aldis, the SmackDown general manager. Now, for those who don't know, Nick Aldis is not just general manager. He's not always just been this figure in the world of professional wrestling. Man, he's a very decorated wrestler, won championships all over the world in different various promotions. We could probably run this back. Orton did pay for the fine for the RKO, but maybe Nick Aldis maybe want to, I might have to show you and pop out a little bit on you, Randy Orton, at WrestleMania. Who knows? But this will also give WWE fans who aren't familiar with Nick Aldis a chance to get familiar with his work in the ring. Nick Aldis is definitely an option. Next up, the Grayson Waller effect at WrestleMania. So Waller and Theory, they had a prominent role, a great moment at WrestleMania last year with the tag team championships and winning them. Theory the year before had a match with Cena. This year it's like, I don't really know what's going on with Waller and Theory. But maybe a Grayson Waller effect could happen with Randy Orton as a special guest, while Waller and Theory kind of antagonize Orton the whole time, teasing him for not having a WrestleMania match, pretty much trolling him the entire segment. And, we get a couple RKOs. And I understand, again, I would rather see Randy Orton compete at WrestleMania, but hey, it's something. Next up, I'm a little biased with this next one. Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes. Now, again, I am a little biased with this one, and I'm currently not really a fan of the current direction that they're going with Carmelo Hayes. I understand, and The Miz is great. Best believe The Miz is one of the greatest on the roster. Fantastic, future first ballot Hall of Famer. Mellow on Miz, all's him. Listen, it's cool, but I just want more for Carmelo Hayes. He has such a great run in NXT, and this would be a great way to plant seeds for the future of the company. Orton and Hayes had a great match not too long ago on SmackDown. This will give Hayes a great opportunity against Randy Orton. Maybe he can get the win this time. Who knows? Next up, Uncle Howdy. We haven't seen a Y6 in I don't know how long. It's been a long time, and honestly, in my opinion, the Y6 have lost all momentum. I don't know what's going on. If there's anything personal, I don't know. I don't want to judge, but character-wise, man, the Y6 have lost all momentum. And I get it. It's 2 weeks out to WrestleMania. 2 weeks out for WrestleMania. And it may not be enough time to truly build Orton versus Uncle Howdy at WrestleMania, but Orton does have a lot of history with the late, great Bray Wyatt. Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas's brother. So you can kind of write that in, get a little bit of mind games going the next couple of weeks. I feel like this could be something great. This could honestly be interesting. That way it gets people talking about the Y6 again. Maybe Uncle Howdy scores a win over Orton. You kind of got to pivot knowing that Owens is injured. We probably won't see Owens for a while. Why not? Uncle Howdy versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Option number 9, Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, as fans, we've all kind of criticized WWE's handling of Shinsuke Nakamura, who was once deemed as the hottest free agent in all of the world of professional wrestling. And, we all got our opinions on if WWE failed Shinsuke Nakamura or not. He recently lost his United States Championship. I know he went through a personal tragedy, so I hope all is well in that situation. But I wouldn't mind seeing Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura in a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. That would actually be pretty fun to see. And finally, option number 10. The NXT options is what I called this in the notes. Now, WWE's always trying to market NXT to get more eyes on the product. I personally love NXT. Watch it every single week, man. The roster there is incredible. Now, what better way to market NXT than on the grand stage of WrestleMania? What if Randy Orton gives somebody, a future world champion a moment to share with him at WrestleMania to give back to the business, man? There's options. There's the NXT Heritage Cup champion, Lexis King. We got Obafemi, the NXT champion. He can run it back with Javon Evans. There's Trick Williams, Deshaun Spears, man. So many options in NXT, man. So pretty much there's options here for Randy Orton at WrestleMania. I do expect him to have a match, though. I do expect him to have a match. And of these options, which one seems like the most realistic? I'll say Alistair Black versus Randy Orton, or maybe Nick Aldis versus Randy Orton seems like the most realistic. But just to run down these 10 options again, we could do Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. We can have Randy Orton as a special guest referee for John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. We could have Randy Orton versus Alistair Black. We could have Randy Orton versus Solo Sakoa. Randy Orton versus Nick Aldis. Randy Orton on the Grayson Waller effect with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes. Randy Orton versus Uncle Howdy. Randy Orton versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Or Randy Orton versus an NXT talent. So again, this is just kind of all off the top of my head. Please don't take this serious. I'm not it's just for fun right now. So sound off in the comment section. Any other ideas on what WWE can do? Randy Orton definitely deserves a WrestleMania moment again. This guy's a legend. He deserves this, man. So sound off in the comment section. If you are new to the channel and y'all rock with me and want more wrestling related content, please hit that subscribe button for your boy. And I'll see you on the next video, man. It's your boy MKE MANIACI. I'm out.